Hello YouTube and welcome diecast enthusiasts. This is the main event of the challenge video that I set yesterday in the sort of preview show. Before we start, now there's going to be some of you out there that may not have any fresh produce. I perfectly understand that, and that's fine. So if you would like to show a green car and say, oh, this represents an apple or a cabbage or anything green from the fresh produce range, that is fine. You do not need to show any fresh produce like I'm going to show in this video. It's just for fun, really is. Again, if you want to show a red car and say this represents a tomato or a red pepper, anything like that, that is also just fine. So if you want to show some produce, all well and good. If you just want to show the cars that represent some of your favourite salads or fruit or veg, then it's just easy as we want to play it, really. So I'm going to kick this video off, and as you can see, I've got a potato in the background. I eat a few potatoes with an occasional roast dinner or a jacket potato, which I do quite like. And the potato is sponsoring this Greenlight Plymouth Belvedere 1957, and it's the unearthed version. And I thought that was quite apt with a potato, and of course we do unearth a potato. Quite an interesting story behind this Plymouth, in that it was buried a few years ago and it was put into a container to be unearthed 50 years later and would be presented as a prize, but unfortunately the container that it was built into leaked over those 50 years and the car was just a wreck, and this car by Greenlight represents that. So it was a real shame how it came out. They were hoping it would be in pristine factory finish condition at the time when it was put into the ground, but sadly not. So that's the Plymouth Belvedere, and of course the potato. Now coming up next is another vegetable. We've got a carrot. I have carrots and I do like sliced carrot with my salad. I was saying yesterday how often I eat salad, and it is quite often. Now the carrot is sponsoring this lovely pickup truck, and it's by M2, and it's a 1976 GMC High Sierra 15 4x4. I really like this pickup truck as it goes. M2, I believe, have done a decent job of this. We all know that they've got quality control issues, but I do like this truck. They've done quite a few different versions. I've got a black one, and I believe possibly green, I cannot be sure, but it is a nice pickup truck. I love the fact that it stands really high off the ground, and it's a lovely colour, orange, to of course match the carrot there in the background. So we'll take this away, get prepared for the next bit of fresh produce, and it's the red onion. Again, I do like my red onions, and this is an accompaniment with my salad. And to match the colour of that lovely red onion, the red onion is sponsoring this superb Inno 64 Nissan Silvia S13 Pandem Rocket Bunny, and I really like this casting from Inno 64. I've got about 5 or 6 of this casting. I've just ordered another 1 or 2, so I believe I'll have most of what's available unless they're real specials. So they're going to be looking really good on display all together, so really pleased to have them. really lovely colour, this sort of metallic burgundy red to match the onion there in the background. So we take that away, get prepared for the next piece of produce, and this time it's the good old lettuce leaf. It's looking a bit old there. I'll be eating this later on tonight. Well, not these leaves, but the packet that it came out of. And the lettuce there, take that off the turntable, we don't want it on there. And it's representing or sponsoring this lovely M2 1953 Ford Crestline Victoria. Now again, from M2, I really like this casting. Looks really smart in the metallic green, almost pearlescent there with the slightly darker green roof. Lots of chrome and white wall tyres. So that really highlights the different shades of green that you can get in your fresh lettuce. When I do eat my salads, I top it right up with lettuce. It's obviously healthy, we know that, and you can just have lots of it. And I do tend to eat quite a large dinner, and I don't feel guilty for eating a large dinner if most of it is salad. So, not sure how you guys feel about salad. I know everybody likes different foods, and some people find salad a little bland, as I said in yesterday's preview video. Now here, I'll move that clearer because you couldn't quite see the pepper. We've got a yellow pepper, and again I do like some yellow pepper with my salad, and this is sponsoring this lovely muscle machine Ford panel van, around 1940s I believe. This is from the Grocery Getter range, which is quite apt as we're dealing with food with this challenge. And it's a really lovely yellow with those white tyres. Not too sure if this was a chase version back in the day when it was released. I'm not too worried, but it's a very nice van. Again, we've spoken about muscle machines before, and they're not everybody's idea of a nice casting, but I do like the fun factor to them. They've done an awful lot of castings, and they're still continuing on with the Maisto back in now. So we take this away, getting prepared for the next piece of produce, and this time we put the case back up there, and it's represented by the good old tomato, and there in red is a lovely green light 1970s Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Again, I like this casting. Greenlight have done a good job of this. I don't like all the work that Greenlight do, but this is very smart. Again, they've done this in a few different colours, but this is one of my favourite ones. Really looks impressive with the decent wheels there and nice rubber tyres with some Goodyear, I believe, lettering on. Nice rear wing there on the trunk, so that's good. And I do love my tomatoes. Normally just have one cut up with my evening salad. Now another salad product there. It's a cucumber, of course, and it's sponsoring this lovely Johnny Lightning 1978 Dodge Warlock pickup truck. Now this truck actually comes from the Christmas ornament range, and we've got Merry Christmas printed on the tyres there, but it's a lovely colour green, very nice indeed, and it's a really nice representation of the pickup truck itself. So really good to have this in my collection. And when I was scanning through the cabinet to see what matched the colour of a cucumber best of all, this jumped out at me, so it's a great reason to be able to show this one. Now we've only got another 4 or 5 left, just in case you feel it's dragging on a bit. Now when you show your die casts, you can just show 1 or 2, 3 or 4, 6 or 7, 9 or 10 or 12, however many you'd like to really. There's no limit to this. As I keep on repeating, it's just a piece of fun. And if you don't have any fresh produce around the house, I don't want you spending money you can ill afford on food that won't get eaten. You can just show some of your favourite colours to represent some of the fruit or vegetables or salad, as I've said, that I'm showing, and see how you feel about that really. But so many, I'd like as many as possible to take part, just because it's a challenge, and I will feel that it hasn't been wasted, the idea of this. Although I've probably gone a wee bit over the top, I could have kept it a lot simpler by just saying let's show some red, yellow and green cars, but I thought I'd put a little twist on it. Now before I keep running on, this is a 1967 Johnny Lightning Chevy Nova SS, and again I really like the colour of this, deep metallic burgundy to match those red grapes there in the background. The only thing that lets this casting down is the wheels, I believe. They're not great. It's a shame. I might attempt a wheel swap at some stage on this. I keep saying that with a lot of castings I've got, but just haven't found the time as yet. But yeah, definitely needs some more wheels. I think would definitely enhance it, so I will take a look at that maybe over the Christmas holidays when I've got some time off of work. Hopefully I can do a few little bits and pieces to some of the castings I've got. So we take that away along with those lovely grapes. I do have quite a lot of fruit, and I tend to eat my fruit with yogurt and some cereal all in the same bowl, and it's really nice. I love the crunch of some cereal and the fruit taste, and of course the yogurt. Now here we have from M2, it's the 1970 Chevrolet Camaro SS396. Now again in this lovely bright orange colour to match that Satsuma there in the background, with those black steely wheels. Again, I'd prefer probably to see some wheels that look a bit more maybe chromy or gold even, not too sure, but it is a wee bit battered and bruised. You can see a really bad chip there on the front wingtip, and there's a light missing, but it's one of the older ones I've had, and I did buy this, I believe, from a buddy who had this, so it needs a little bit of work but nothing too major. So again we take that off along with that Satsuma. the next thing coming along is another piece of fruit, and it's the good old-fashioned apple. Lots of different brands of apple. I don't mind, I prefer to go for the reddish apples as opposed to the green. Now the apple is sponsoring this lovely M2 1957 Chevrolet Handyman station wagon, and I do like this. I chose it really because we've got the red of the apple, and because there's sort of yellow and green colour to the apple, I thought it was quite apt to have that sort of yellow and white in effect on the front of this station wagon. I don't expect you to go to the lengths of trying to find cars with different colours to match if there's two colours on the fruit or the vegetable, etc. Just keep it nice and simple. But I do like this station wagon, so again it was an ideal opportunity for me to show this. So we take that lovely apple away, and the station wagon. Now I'm just going to put a handful of these on that little acrylic plinth. Some have fallen over, and they are blueberries. Now for whatever reason, blueberries are not blue, they tend to be a very deep plum almost colour, naming another fruit there. But it's a wee bit lighter, but I do like this casting. And again, it's from M2, and it's this 1969 Chevrolet Camaro this time, and it's the gasser, and I do love a good gasser. And with the stacks there coming out the hood with the purple tips, looks really good. And I love the chrome wheels and the lettering going around the tyres. Goodyear tyres they are. It's a lovely colour, do like purple. So again, great reason to show a purple diecast that I like. Now we're running towards the end now. I've only got two more left, you'll probably be pleased to hear. So we take those blueberries away, along with that lovely Camaro. And this time I've peeled that because I'm going to eat it in a moment, because the skin was looking a little bit ragged, and that banana there is represented by this lovely Mini GT Porsche 911 GT2 RS. Now I don't show too many of my Mini GTs, I have got quite a few. I do like the castings, they do a really sound model, as we all know. I really don't hear anybody have a bad word against them. So a good reason to show a Mini GT for a change. And this banana, it's been sitting on the side for a while, so it's actually almost going to lick my fingers out. Needs to be eaten soon, and it will be in around about 3 or 4 minutes hopefully. So as I say, this is a Mini GT, lovely Porsche 911, looks great with the black hood, carbon really rather than black, a lovely rear wing. Really like this yellow, so that's really good. We take that horrible looking banana away, and then the Porsche. Now this is the last one coming up, and we're sticking with the fruit theme, and we've got some lovely strawberries there. And there, really it's the star of the show, this one. I've left the best till last, I believe, in my opinion, and it's a Jada 1947 Ford cab over engine, and it looks really striking in that almost liquid chrome red. And on the back, it wouldn't belong there as a set, but I've put that on because I think it looks quite suitable, and it's a Johnny Lightning 1927 Ford T Roadster. So we've got a lovely Jada and a Johnny Lightning together, finished in red to match those lovely strawberries. Now, we're not really in season now for strawberries, but I still continue to buy them and enjoy them with my yoghurt and cereal, as I said earlier. In the summer, they're great with, of course, cream. So that's it, guys. That's all my castings with the Fresh Produce, which represents the name of the challenge, the Fresh Produce Challenge. And I just wanted to leave you with a couple of thoughts, really. And the first one is, if you go shopping and you're looking down the fresh produce aisle and you see these lovely peppers, try not to think of them as just standard peppers. Think of them as something like a green machine. We all like going down hunting for chase versions, so next time you're down the supermarket or local shop and you're on an aisle hunt, think green machine, think ultra red, lovely ultra red pepper there, and think gold strike for this lovely golden yellow pepper. So imagine you've picked up 3 chase pieces there in the way of a bit of fresh produce and lovely peppers. So that's it, guys. I'm just going to leave you with a couple of pieces on there, a couple of favourites, and say I hope you can take part in this challenge, and I hope you don't think it's too silly. But I'll just leave off by saying take care, stay safe of course, and bye for now.